Thanks for logging on to myfoxhurricane.com. So looking at this season, you may think, hey, it's been really quiet this season. Is that weird? Is that unusual? Well, when you look at the graph of our season, you see it's really not all that unusual. June, July, really way down here. So you get that idea that you start out slow. A lot of these weak tropical systems typically happen this time of the year, but when we get into the end of July and then really heading through August, that's where you see that big uptick in activity all the way to the peak of the season, September 10th. And then as we head towards the end of September, things really trail off. We get that secondary peak as you get into October, just before November. That's when you start to see some of those fronts starting to return across the southeast. So it's not unusual that we have had this quiet period. And we say this often, you cannot judge the season based on the first month or two of the season. It's not until you get through August that you really get an idea of what kind of a season you're likely to have. So we're looking ahead to August. The areas that we watch, we really start to expand, and pretty much as we go through August and into September, it's pretty much anywhere that you can see tropical development. You start to look further out into the Atlantic, what we call the main development region. Then you're also watching through the Caribbean. The Gulf is always open for systems to develop. We saw that with Milton. Remember, that developed over in the Western Gulf and then worked its way towards us. An unusual pattern that time of the year to see something like that, but you can really count on these systems developing at any point when they have that opportunity. With all that said, you look at the view right now, and here's that big wide view looking all the way out towards Africa, looking across the Caribbean up through the Gulf, and you're not seeing any significant tropical waves. So nothing expected over the next 7 days. You look at the Fox model, and we're watching a lot of that dry air, which that dry Saharan dust continues to work its way across much of the Atlantic. Looks like another big plume of that will continue to work its way through as we go through the week. So eventually, a lot of that dust is going to go away, and these tropical waves that are working their way across the Atlantic, those will start to become a bit more potent. That's where I think we're going to start to focus our attention as we head through the coming weeks. But for now, all those waves, they stay very minimal. Really no development with those, really starved for a lot of that moisture. So we'll watch and we'll keep you updated right here on myfoxhurricane.com.